Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the math function Python. The math function is widely used for data processing, especially list, and it's pretty convenient. Particularly it's used to apply a function to an iteratable like a list or a tuple or some sort of stuff like that. And it's really effective for data processing, especially when you have to process some data, and instead of having to do each element at once, you can do it all at the same time without using something like a loop. So I'm going to show you how we're going to use the math function. But first, let's solve a problem here. We want to square up all the values in the first list. Well, the traditional way that beginner do is they're gonna find square, right? Or you can use map sqrt. In this video I'm gonna do that. Or let's just keep it the traditional way. Define square, take in parameter, and we're gonna have x. We're gonna return x squared, and this is completely fine, but it is not effective. Let's see for ourselves here. Say you want to do square 10, will give us 100, and say you want to do apply square for all these value in the list. You would have to do something like list 0 and copy this and paste, just like that. 1, 2, 3. Very ineffective, right? Or some people might do a loop, right? It's not also going to be really effective. It's going to make your code look very messy. So I'm here to tell you about the math function, which is a built-in function in Python used for data processing, especially lists and tuples. So the syntax is going to be something like this. You have map. The first one is going to be the function that you want to recall, and the second one is the argument. Usually a list or tuple, right? I'm gonna comment this. Alright, so this is how we're gonna use it. Map. I want to square all the values over here. So you're gonna do the square function and this one. So what are we expecting here is a list, but as you can see, it returns something like this. No worries, there's an extra step that we need to do. Actually, let me just do it a single line here. List here, and you just basically convert this from a map to a list. So you see the result here. 34 squared is 11556, and so on. Pretty cool, very effective. This is a very nice way to process the data, very effective, and also ensure that code is clean. I would also love to show you another way of actually running this. Let's just delete this cell over here. And it's not necessarily you need the square here if you're just going to use it 1 or 2 times, right? Because that's going to be very ineffective. It's going to make your document look more messy, like there's function flying around, and sometimes people just want to make their code cleaner, and they always try to avoid functions that only use once or twice. So how are we going to tackle this? In that case, we're going to use lambda. So lambda is like a function. It doesn't really it's not global at all. It's just you just use it probably once or twice. So over here we're gonna have x is the parameters for our list, and the expression will be x squared, and we would get the same results. Actually, you can pass in more than one parameters like this. So if you have another list and you would love to process the two lists at the same time, well, now you can also do this. Say you want to add the two lists together. Do like x, y, this one in list 2, and the expression will be x plus y. We've got the result here. 34 plus 3 is 37. 58 plus 45 is 103. So that is a very cool property of the math function Python. And actually, you can pass in as much as you want. You can have like 3 or 4 parameters, 3 or 4 list. Another example I want to show you to show how crucial the math function is when it comes to data processing. Say you have a list of fruits, and I want to have apples. Everyone loves apples. Banana. Kiwis. Strawberries. So I have this list of bunch of fruit that manager just told me, update on the system, and I just updated it. But I just realized all of these elements have to be in uppercase. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Say if you have like something like a list consists of 10,000 elements, would you go over each element and re-enter it in uppercase? Of course no, that's gonna take a lot of time. So this is when we use the math function. Gonna have fruits equals to list, and we're gonna use math function. And what's the way to convert this to a string? You guess it, string dot upper. And I'm gonna pass in the fruit function, fruit list, and boom, and gonna print fruit. Okay, it's fruit, not fruitus, fruits. There you go. It's pretty easy, and maybe the next time if you forgot to enter the data in the uppercase form, you don't need to worry because it applies to the whole list. So maybe next time you can enter whatever category you want.